Good evening, I'm Christopher James Lacey II. Tonight on 35 Minutes we'll be focusing on gender inequality in NCAA sports. Only 40% of all women's athletics head coaches are female. Tonight with me I will have two athletes from the U of M, both basketball players, and they will give us their insight on this topic.
I'm Amelia Johnson, and I'm a female basketball player for the U of M.
I'm Stephen Nash, and I'm a men's basketball player for the University of Minnesota.
Why aren't there more women in coaching men's basketball?
I think there isn't a lot of women in coaching men's basketball is because they don't have a lot of connections, and they also don't have mentors that kind of help them. And at the same time, they also fear, discriminating against them. And so I think that's the reason why there isn't a lot of women in men's coaching.
I don't think there is many women coaching in men's basketball because as myself as a college basketball player, I believe that us growing and developing as young adults and young men, we need like kind of that father figure and that older person, like an older man who's been kind of through the same stuff as us to teach us who we like other players might respect more or show more authority. So I think that that's kind of the reason why that happens is because it helps us grow, it helps us develop more than a female coach would.
Why are there so many men coaching both women's and men's basketball?
I think it's because people think that women are emotional and therefore they're not qualified to become a coach because they think that women might just make decisions based on how they're feeling and not for the better of the team.
Why are there so many men coaching both women's and men's basketball?
Well, again, I think it goes back to the qualifications question that men tend to show more power and more control, at least in our social norms, and I believe that men can control the student athletes in men's sports very well, and I also think that they control the women in women's athlete sports, so I think that's kind of the reason that that plays out that way.
What do you think makes a woman not qualified to be a men's coach?
Tough one, but I think it has to do with social norms, kind of our culture, as like just the whole world's culture of men tend to have more power. Social cultures think that social norms of the men show more power, and I think that's what makes them more qualified for certain positions and jobs because they show more power. And I think coaching is one of them because they have more of a power and control over the players.
Me personally, as a female basketball player, I honestly think that women does qualify to be a coach. I think it's just harder for them to become a coach because they have to travel with the team, and it's harder for them because they also have responsibility at home, like taking care of their kids and their husband and just all the house chores and everything. So I think it's just harder for them, but they do qualify.
Do you ever see a woman becoming a successful men's basketball coach?
I believe so. I think that women are becoming more successful in everything. They're not just viewed as stay-at-home moms as they were years ago. And for me as an athlete myself, I would like to see more women becoming successful in men's sports today because I know we've seen a lot of men become successful in women's sports, like the head coach for UConn has shown us that I think gender coaches are definitely capable of doing great things. So yes, women can be successful.
I think yes, because currently there's a lot of assistant coach, and I think it'll be hard for them to actually move up. But since they're already there, I think it's if they keep working harder, I'm pretty sure they were able to become a head coach. They can first start off with becoming a female basketball team coach, and then continue on.
Do you ever see a woman becoming a men's head basketball coach?
Personally, I think it's going to happen very soon. I don't know if it'll be more college or if you'll see it on the pro, but I think college is definitely where you're going to see it happen first. But I definitely think that it will happen, and I'm excited for it to happen.
Do you ever see a woman becoming a head men's basketball coach?
Yes, because there are actually women who are actually very successful. There was Teresa Phillips, who was the head coach for the Tennessee State University. And so I think she's just like a big role model that a lot of the assistant coach can continue and become coaches for.